So Anita, I guess first off, just how do you feel about how things went today?
I think they went really well. My two vegan lawyers presented a strong case for the justification of what I did, which is give thirsty pigs water. And it's not just about the small act of charity of giving pigs water. There's a bigger picture here. Like, the motivations are much bigger. Of course, the pig before us matters so much, and we're present when we bear witness. We're present with the animal, just like your dog is present with you when you're with your dog, and we are present when we're bearing witness. But we also have a bigger motivation, and that is to raise awareness about the plight of animals around the world going to slaughter. And we're promoting veganism, and we're also raising awareness about animal agriculture's impact on the environment. It's a leading cause of climate change, and it's an existential threat. In 50 years, this planet will look entirely different unless we change our behavior and move towards a plant-based diet. And it's also, we are concerned about people's health. I mean, both my parents died from cancer. I'm vegan, and I think my health prospects are much better. And bacon is a level group 1 carcinogen according to the World Health Organization, alongside tobacco. So all these concerns were raised by my lawyers. So they didn't fight this case in a narrow way, like, oh, this is just like a welfare issue and I'm showing some compassion. No, this is much bigger. And that's what motivates me. This is a cause that I will fight for the rest of my life. And you see 100 people here, and it's a priority in all their lives. We have 120 save groups around the world. We started with Toronto Pig Save 6 years ago. Now there's a group in Hong Kong where activists give water to pigs. There are solidarity vigils in a dozen cities for this case today. There was a vigil in Manchester this morning. They give water to pigs. So what we're doing is really trying to create a mass-based movement where everyone bears witness. I mean, that's what we do. It's such a beautiful term, bearing witness. What does that mean? I mean, social movements have done it throughout history. That means going to a site of injustice and saying, I'm here, I'm present, I'm intervening. I'm trying to raise awareness to the injustice here. And that's what bearing witness, and Martin Luther King talked about it in Birmingham. Gandhi talked about bearing witness. So that's what we're doing, and we're bearing witness to animals going to slaughter. And we're saying to the world, like, look at their faces, look at them in the eye. Do you really want, to kill this animal for, it's the pleasure of a taste, when there are alternatives? And the alternatives mean that animals are not being killed, you're helping the environment, you're helping your health, and you're ultimately saving your conscience. And to me, that's the bottom line. This is about, saving all those things.
It sounds like one of the arguments being brought forth by the Crown is that, while you might have meant well, something like this opens the door to someone who might not mean so well, putting something in that water or feeding something else to the animals that are on their way. How do you react to that?
Okay. I mean, what would someone say to Jesus when he gave water to a slave? What do you say to people that give sandwiches to homeless people? I mean, it's the right thing to do. You can't fight the golden rule. The golden rule is thousands of years old. It's in all the religions, and it's appreciated across cultures, and all the great sages of the world have preached the golden rule. It is literally a universal rule, and this is one case where you don't break that rule. I don't think there are exceptions to breaking the golden rule. The golden rule is something you were taught as a baby, as a child, and it's written in your hearts. It's written in your conscience. It's
Compassion is not a crime. We stand with Anita. Compassion is not a crime. We stand with Anita.